Her name is Jill Stein, and she's a doctor, a physician, and she is the presidential candidate of the United States for the Green Party. And she's here. It is our great honor and pleasure to have her as a surprise special guest, Jill Stein. Welcome her, please.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. It's a wonderful honor to be here today to celebrate and honor and protect the earth that our future depends so much on. So I want to thank all of you for being part of how we protect the planet, because it really depends on us. And I'm here as a Green Party presidential candidate to sit. Thank you. This is the year of green. This is the year we need green more than ever. We know that so clearly now. So I'm here to say that let's make this the year we change history by starting to turn the White House into a greenhouse so we can make this planet livable, just, peaceful, and green for ourselves and future generations. Because as you know, the planet is very much at a breaking point. We just heard 2 weeks ago about a conference of climate scientists in London. And anybody hear what they said? 10 years. 10 years is what they said we have to make real progress and turn this ship around. So there's no time to be wasting for the planet. And we know the same is true for the people, because we got 1 out of every 2 people now living in poverty or near poverty in the United States. Students are swamped in debt that they can't repay, and the jobs that are coming back are mostly low-wage, minimum-wage service jobs. So we got the people and the planet that are against the breaking point now. But this is an incredible opportunity, because now is the time to turn it around, and we can do that. Our campaign is talking about a Green New Deal to solve both the climate emergency and the jobs emergency at once. We know how to do this. We did this during the Great Depression. We hired millions of people. We can put millions of people now, 25 million people back to work, creating the green economy and putting a halt to climate change. That sound like a good idea? So, as you know, the establishment, the political establishment won't do it for us. Right?
Right.
What did Obama do on the climate?
Nothing.
Drill, baby, drill. Worse than nothing. He became George Bush on steroids. So, you know, it's not only drill, baby, drill, it's opening up our wilderness. It's full steam ahead on mountaintop removal, on new coal plants, on nuclear plants, on oil. Just about everything you can imagine this president is doing. And what did he say on Keystone? Yes, no, maybe, yes, no, maybe. So it's looking full speed ahead for Keystone as well, with this big celebration he had 2 weeks ago at the start of the Keystone Pipeline. So here's what I will do if elected president, okay? You want to know what will happen on day 1? On day 1, we say no to the Keystone Pipeline, period. No studies, no whiffle-waffling, just no to the Keystone. And we say, instead, we're going to create green jobs, and I will ask the Department of Energy to lead a national program to weatherize every home, school, business, and government building. That's how we're going to create jobs, through energy conservation. And we'll ask the EPA to establish a nationwide ban on all new forms of destructive energy, including fracking, new nuclear power plants, new coal, and new oil, including offshore offshore oil. We put a ban on it all. We revoked the permits for mountaintop removal. And then we asked the USDA, what should we ask the USDA to do?
Job.
How about banning GMOs?
Yay!
Why don't we do that now? Because we've got the foxes running the chicken coop is why. Obama had his wife build an organic garden on the White House lawn while he invited Monsanto into the White House to write the rules of the nation and how our agriculture works. So we're going to have an organic garden on the White House lawn, solar panels on the White House roof, and organic gardeners and advocates in the White House setting White House policy. And then finally, we're going to go back to Durban, and we're going to ask for a Durban 2. Because what happened at Durban? The U.S., under this White House, basically stopped a climate agreement from going forward. And that's a shame, because we don't have time to waste. We need an international climate accord now to stop the CO2 emissions. So we can do that as well. On day one, we can ask for the reconvening of Durban and a climate accord. So the bottom line is we can take the future back, we can take the planet back. You may hear people say you can't afford to vote your values because you might get a candidate you don't want. You gotta vote for the lesser evil instead of voting for what you want. Anybody heard that opinion before? Do your friends say, oh no, you gotta vote Democrat? Well, the truth is, a lot of people have done that for 10 years. And what we found was that silence is not an effective political strategy. The politics of fear that told us to be quiet has brought us all those things we were afraid of. The expanding war, the Wall Street bailouts, the collapsing economy, and the meltdown of the climate. We need to replace the politics of fear with the politics of courage and start standing up for the peaceful, just, secure, green future we need. So I ask you, go to my website, which is jillstein.org. That's just my name, jillstein.org. I'm not asking just for your vote. I'm asking for your leadership because it's up to all of us. You can go into the voting booth and vote for either of the corporate-sponsored candidates and get 4 more years of the kind of corporate-sponsored politics we've been getting. Is that what you want? You can go into the voting booth and you don't have to just vote with your feet here today. You can vote with your vote on November of 2012, and let's turn this breaking point into a tipping point and take back our democracy and the secure, just, peaceful, green future that we deserve. Let's go make it so. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill Stein.